Well, it's Brick here, back for some more crafting nonsense ideas. Today we'll be looking at making some sticks of dynamite, also known as TNT. But what does TNT as an acronym actually stand for? Trinitrotoluene. It's a reagent in chemical synthesis, but is more commonly recognized as an explosive material. It was first created and conceived in 1863 by a German chemist, Julius Wilbrand, to be used as a yellow dye. It wouldn't be recognized to have explosive qualities until 1891 by another Germanic chemist, Karl Hausermann, who also saw its militaristic potential, and it was weaponized for warfare in 1902 to act as a propellant in bullet cases for conventional guns. TNT also has commercial uses beyond warfare and has been the staple of many classic cartoons, like this one here, which was recently released as an online exclusive from Warner Brothers in 2019. Great stuff. They sure don't make them like that anymore. But I digress. It's almost time for the making. But before that, my sexy past self will show you where we get the primary components for our sticks of boom. So we've got some cables here. There we go. And as you can see in these 3 different cables, you've got 3 different kinds of wires and how they're displayed within the cable. And I'm going to show you how you can use all the bits. So you can use the actual outer cable as well as the inner bitties. Now the trick is to chop these up a bit into lengths like this, because it's a lot easier to pull out the wires that are inside. And all you have to do is just snip halfway down, pull it apart a bit, and then just start yanking out the cables within. And oh my goodness, you get a lot of cool cable-y bits. Look at all that. Absolute treasure. And with these ones, you can actually pull out the little bits of copper that are in here as well. You just tease it out with your wire cutters. Don't use sprue cutters, wire cutters are the way to go. And then you can get really small wire like this. Now you can't use this as an armature because it's super thin. I mean, look at the size of it. It's like your hair. But you can wrap it around and around and around to add a little bit more detail to certain builds. What you can do as well is with these hollowed out bits of cable like this, you can see it leaves 1, 2, 3 little hole gappy bits, and with those you can slice those with a thin knife and then jam in some cocktail sticks or whatnot and make a triple barreled gun. Very cool. Same with the duo one here. You can probably see through that. Well, if I cut it a bit thinner, you'd be able to see through it properly. But with this, you can make double barrel blasters and the such like. Very cool. Anyway, that's enough from me. Now that you've seen the wonders of wires, onto the dynamite itself. I measure 1 centimeter lengths of hollowed out inner cable, using a pen to mark it, and then slice using either a knife or wire cutters. Once I have sufficient number of these sticks, they are bundled together into groupings of either 7 or 3 sticks. Next, I use some thin brass wire, cutting lengths of 1.5 to 2 centimeters each, and glue them into the hole. If you don't have copper wire, then fuse wire will also work a treat. After they're glued into the cavities, you can then twist the wires together. Then it's a case of painting the sticks red. And you can fill the gaps, but I didn't bother with mine. Now, here's a couple of Orky tin bots I made to represent bomb squigs. They're similar to the chompers I've made before, and the stick grenades are something I've made in prior vids too. Links below and all that crap. But I best be off. I've got even more vids to make. Thanks for watching, and bugger off. But before you go, make sure you tune into Carl Makes Stuff streams. He's putting out content too on a weekly basis, and is setting up fun challenge builds via his Discord channel. Well, but that's all you're gonna get from me today, so good riddance to you.